What's going on, YouTube? This is your girl, Dominique, coming at you with another video. Have to excuse me, I'm having a bad hair day, so I look kind of crazy, but came up with a topic today, and it's going to be a several-part series because I can't talk about all of this in one video. It's going to be about women who are in relationships with men that are incarcerated. And I just kind of wanted to touch a little bit on it, and because I was having a conversation with a group of girlfriends, and one of them is actually in a relationship with a man that's incarcerated, and he has an extensive amount of time. I think he was given like a life sentence or something. And she is planning on marrying him. I am adamantly opposed to anyone marrying anyone in prison. I don't care if they have 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, 60 years. If it can't wait until they get out, don't marry them. Don't tie yourselves down to them. You know, I have some people ask me, well, why would you say that? Why would you be so harsh? Well, been there, done that. And it was a really, really bad choice. It was a bad choice. It really was. There are so many different aspects to being with someone that's incarcerated. You know, firstly, you have the burden of carrying the knowledge that this person is going to be away from you for X amount of years. That's one part of it. Then comes more of the physical part. You can't touch this person. They can't sleep with you. They can't have dinner with you. You can't even sit down and have a normal conversation because they're locked up. You know, then comes the financial side. Anybody that has any relative or friend or whatever that's incarcerated knows that those calls, when I tell you they're high, we're talking $15, $20 for a 15-minute call. It doesn't matter if they're in Timbuktu or if they live right next door in the prison next door to your house. Those calls are going to cost the same, and they're hella expensive. Then comes the letter writing. Okay, people, we're in 2013. Okay, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, Twitter, Craigslist. We have all of this stuff online. Everyone's texting. No one sits down and writes letters anymore. You know, people are emailing. They're doing everything but putting pen to paper. So to sit down and have to force yourself, basically, to write a letter with pen and paper is just a little bit much. Not to mention that the incarcerated individual is going to want to hear from you often. This is not going to be a one-time letter. They're going to want to hear from you at least once a week. And it doesn't sound like much until you have to sit down and physically start writing those letters. Then you see what I mean. Nextly is the visitation. I don't know about any other state. I'm in Alabama, so where I am, the state facilities are ridiculous. You know, firstly, the visitors are treated as criminals. Now, understand, I know that they have to take certain measures for security purposes because there's a lot of drugs, weapons, and everything else inside of the prisons. But when it's 20 degrees outside and you have a line of about 70 people waiting to get inside this prison to visit their son, nephew, brother, whatever, you're forced to stand outside. There is no warm place. I mean, and there are women that come there with little children. I'm talking about 2, 3 years old, arm babies, standing out in the cold to get in because they want to see daddy. It's not fair. Then once you are let in, I say you're attacked by a freaking guard dog or a drug dog, if you will, that are sniffing in places that he shouldn't even be sniffing, making me uncomfortable because I hate dogs. And then there's the physical searching of your body, where they take you in this room and they lift your bra, lift your breast, pull your pants. I mean, just violating, and it's embarrassing and it's humiliating. All of this to visit your loved one. I tell any woman, especially young women, you know what I'm saying, think about those things. Is that something that you can handle going through? Because it's going to happen. And is that something that you want to go through for the duration of the person's sentence? If you're dealing with someone and they've been sentenced anything over 3 years, my advice is to cut it off. My advice is to clean slate, have a conversation with them, write them a letter, let them know, I care about you, and when you're released, if you want to try to make this work again, we can try it again. But right now, I need my space, and you need to sit and reflect on what you've done and serve your time, because I can't help you and you can't help me, and that will be the end of that. And if it's meant to be, well, after they serve their sentence, it'll be. I hear a lot of women, I'm going to hold him down. He held me down. Yeah, I get that sense of loyalty. I get it. But at the end of the day, like I said, if you're dealing with someone that's been given a significant amount of time, it's no way possible that those type of relationships will even work. They'll work for a short period of time, but the long term, it's not going to work. Because everyone has needs. The female that's on the outside and the male that's on the inside. Listen to what I'm saying. If your man has been given an extended amount of prison time, he has needs just like you do. And understand and believe, some things you'll know, most things you won't. So you have to take all that in consideration. I don't care what the man tells you. I don't care how hard he was before he went in. Everyone is susceptible to a breakdown. Read into the lines, please. But this is going to conclude this session of women dating incarcerated men. And I'll pick up on another video tomorrow, and we'll talk a little more about it. Thanks, YouTubers. Have a good one.